Hello and welcome back to the Calculator Review, hosted on Caliquin.com. And it is day 3 of Calculatober. Pretty excited about this, because so far it's been going pretty well. I just have to do this 10 more times and then one more time. Well, 10 more times what I've already done after this one, and then one more, so that equals 31. So, anyway, this is today's calculator. I know very little about it. All I know is it comes from China, and it has the numbers 6371 and 35905. That's it. There is no label on this calculator to be found anywhere, and it comes in this very nondescript packaging, but it is unique. So let's take a look at it. It's still in its original packaging, and I've been able to test it even with the packaging on it, because it's just plastic. But anyway, this is a floppy calculator. It's kind of neat. So it appears to be solar powered. Yeah. Okay. So it's definitely solar powered. And okay. So yeah, it gave me some weird numbers there. That was odd. Oh. No, get down. Sorry, that's my pet. So yeah, there's nothing that really makes obvious where this comes from. Taking a look through it, I can actually see it's made of that really cheap paper PCB, if that's even the right acronym for it. I'm not sure. This looks like it's made of the same kind of material on the inside as the big display that I hate so much. If you go through some of my very first reviews, I do talk about the big display calculator, and that is pretty much on the bottom of the list of, if I were to rank them from favorite to least favorite, that one would be at the very bottom as my least favorite. Already this thing's kind of coming apart. It looks like it's just kind of held together by glue. I don't want to pry it apart because I don't want to break this thing, even though I think I only spent 79 cents on it, or some ridiculously small amount of money. I ordered this on eBay and it arrived several months later. I don't really have much to say about that. So yeah, it's got an okay looking display. It's just your standard LCD. Like I said, the solar panel does work, so this is solar powered. Hard to tell if this thing actually has a battery in it. Excuse me, I need you to get down off the table. Yeah, just keep going. Okay, you know what? You can stay there, I guess. Why aren't you working now? Okay. So because of its flexibility, this thing doesn't feel great. I mean, the buttons seem to work just fine. I'm not seeing really any problems there. 6 divided by 2, it's accurate, because 6 divided by 2 is in fact 3. Yeah, it's got kind of a funky look to it. I like that it's orange. I don't think I was able to decide, to choose what color I got, but there were various colors that were advertised, and I think they just randomly pick a color for you, which is fine. I like orange. It's one of the 2 colors that I use for my avatar. So you probably noticed this darker black spot on the back, and what this is actually a magnet, so I can leave this on a refrigerator. So kind of neat to have a calculator that will be easily accessible in the kitchen. But to be honest, I don't really use calculators in the kitchen. I'm trying to think of a time in which I needed to do that. Probably to multiply something by 16 to get the number of ounces in a cup or something. I might have that backwards. Is it 16 tablespoons to a cup, or 32? I would just ask Amazon Echo for that information. So because I just don't know that off the top of my head, which would make a calculator kind of useless. Because if I don't know how many tablespoons go into a cup, how am I going to possibly use any math that involves that information? So the display part itself is actually quite durable. This thing doesn't feel like it would break, but because of this really flimsy internal part, I just don't see this thing surviving very long. At least not with any kind of regular use. It's kind of neat that you can fold it up, but I wouldn't want to crease it because I think that would probably break a lot of the connections. So this wouldn't be safe to, put in your pocket or a bag or anything. I don't know what the market is for a floppy calculator. I don't know who that's for. It's definitely not for me. But other than that, it's not bad. I mean, it works fine. It feels reliable. Definitely not a travel calculator. It's not one I would bring to school because I'd probably get laughed at for having something so cheap and sad. But, I mean, people laugh at me for other reasons. They don't really notice what kind of calculator I use. Anyway, with that, I guess I'll leave it there. This was a bit of a shorter review. Alright, bye!